You should be proud. Like your girl's a bad bitch.
There's a difference between being a bad bitch and just dressing like a reckless human being.
Yeah.
Do you get this?
Sorry, wait.
Do you get that?
Describe this outfit because I'm. Describe the outfit. You think it's a whoring outfit?
That's some girls who do that though.
Describe the outfit that you're gonna say to your girl, don't wear that. Thank Kevin. I want that.
I promise, like, and even it's been a weird.
We're doing OnlyFans, guys. Are we not doing that?
You can just leave this in, you know, like, might as well.
I want it to be like raw like that, but okay. Basically, some person said on Twitter, in a relationship, should there be a curfew? If so, what's an appropriate time?
The next person.
Next caller.
Talk about name, bitch.
Man, house arrest. Man said curfew, fam. What?
People
Nah,
in
not
this
my
world
mum.
do think that once you become in a relationship, you have authority.
There's no curfew.
Nah, there's
Do you think
no such thing.
for men in it, when you're in a relationship, you should have a say over certain things that your girl do?
If I say what I want to say, they'll
E.g.
Talk your shit, nigga. Nah, talk your shit.
E.g. like clothing
Yes,
wise,
I have.
and how often they go out with
Okay,
their
no,
friends,
no.
as in nightlife.
I'm not really the going out thing. As long as you know how to respect yourself, I'm not innit? But the clothing, like, I'm not saying you represent. You're not my trophy. I'm not saying you're an object because I don't want to say that. But
Your
you're representing
representation.
me. Do you get like you can't just be your boob just flinging.
It's flinging.
Like, just eat this. Like, my boy can be seen. I swear that's.
That's the worst. I swear that's Fingy's girl.
Fingy's girl. And then like, you're coming back to me now. Like,
It's long.
Okay,
It's
I'm gonna be devil's
long.
advocate, yeah. But like, isn't that just a play on you lot's masculinity?
it's not even about masculinity or whatnot. Because think of it like, say I'm meeting your mum.
Shouldn't you just be confident in yourself?
No, fuck that. I hate that shit.
Let me finish. So, would you meet? Would you say you're going out with somebody? Would you want them to dress like a riffraff, present it to your mum? Yes or no? Be honest. Don't lie. Would you want to? Just be honest. Of course not. That's like me. I don't want my girl to be represented
But
like one
when I pick my
cheap
friends,
thing. Like,
when I pick my friends, I pick them.
What?
You know what I mean? Like,
Think about it.
I don't have friends that are riffraff. Period.
Yeah.
When you look at your girl, when you met your girl, you saw her a certain way. Do
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
cool.
And you liked her because
what if I saw
listen, I'm
her-
playing devil's advocate, you know, but
That's
yeah,
fine.
you saw her. What you liked about her, obviously, it was her aesthetic at first. Do you know what I mean? And that's how you first approached her, innit? So who are you to then want to change that? Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying she's coming to your mum with her breasts out, you know.
But what about if I didn't meet her like that? I'm not saying that.
Exactly.
Because most man I know, if they're gonna cuff a girl, there's a difference between linking
Yeah,
girls and cuffing. You need to understand
big
that.
difference.
Because if he's cuffing a girl, he's not gonna. If he sees on the street, it's not about your appearance and whatnot. Like,
Wait, no.
it is your appearance.
Yeah.
So if your bum is hanging out, he's gonna automatically think that.
Wait, man said hanging out like
hanging out.
He's gonna automatically think, like easy. Like, I'm not trying to say you gotta be bougie. Like, you get.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like,
I'm not gonna lie.
Real, like, I'm not saying.
It might not be right, but that's just the reality.
Literally, I'm not saying because her bum's out, she's not educated. She might be smart, a good girl, but you need to look like if a boy wants something, yeah, he looks at certain things. If you're just looking all cheap,
It's
and your
deeper.
brain is
It goes
so,
deeper than
like,
looks.
so
It goes
expensive,
deeper.
It doesn't add up. Like, you need to match your.
It doesn't matter about what adds up though. If I want to dress a certain way,
Yeah, exactly.
It
It's not like a problem, but then when you now get into a relationship, you need to understand that like you need to take your partner into consideration. Not saying that you should now completely do, because me like when I've been, I've never had an issue. Like I've never ever had to tell anyone what to wear or anything.
I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, like you should just know. You should know what's acceptable. You should know, cool, I'm wearing this, but how, like, just keep me in consideration in that. Like, don't think, like, I can't wear. No, like, just be. Like, is this appropriate for the situation?
On a night thing, if you go outside, just make sure you know what you're doing.
No, man.
You're
Talk your shit.
Hanging out, your bum's hanging out. Like, what are you doing? Like,
It's coming a bit controlling though. It's coming a bit controlling.
I never G-check you. I just want to know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'm never saying, don't wear that. Like, we don't. But I'll have a say like, maybe you shouldn't wear that. You as
But it plays into the girl's mind.
Because the problem is, but the problem is, yeah.
It's not a problem, but fam, when I met you, you already know my angle. You know my angle.
I keep not listening.
But the
the
problem is, yeah, like girls make it seem like if a guy voices something that he doesn't like, it's an issue now. But that's why. And it's an issue for you to. No, I'm saying there's nothing wrong with bringing up something that you don't like within a relationship. But then girls make it seem like if you do that, oh, you're insecure, oh, you're controlling, oh, you're. But you need to realize communication is key. If there's something wait. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying at the forefront of the situation, if I'm not happy about something, same way if my partner isn't happy, but I want her to voice it, no matter whether I agree or not. If you voice it, then we can now come to a conclusion. We can now discuss it. Why do you feel like this? Where does this stem from? Why is it that when I do this, you have an issue with it, but you see other people and you don't? You get what I'm saying? Like communication is key. You come to an understanding. If that person's not even able to communicate, then problems arise. That's when it becomes deeper. And it's like you're holding your tongue about a situation because she's going wearing something you don't like all the time, going out. Then one day she does it, then it's like boom, a big situation because that like frustration's been building up because he hasn't been able to express himself. So we need to stop doing this thing where it's like, oh, you can't say it, you're insecure. Maybe it's not that. Maybe there's other reasons as to why someone feels like that. Same way with girls. If a girl doesn't like the fact that her guy's maybe overly friendly, like address that. Like address it. You get what I'm saying? Like,
But that's
why
personality
do you feel like
over clothing.
Okay, cool.
At the
If you
same
don't
time.
like the fact that your man is always wearing grey joggers and shit, then voice that shit.
How can your opinion be? How can your personality be overly friendly? How can your personality be overly friendly? Your personality cannot be overly friendly.
Yeah, you can. Have you
And
never
you know-
met
you know-
a guy
you know
that
what's
wants
so
to hug every girl that he walks past?
Wait. There's an issue that I don't think there's an issue that I'm hugging anyone. Like if I know you, I'm gonna hug you.
No, like,
that's
like,
a bit
you
weird.
know,
I ain't
like
gonna
a
do
link.
like
The
that one. I'm gonna do like
a lot of us
the
women
shoulder.
What,
don't
that
do
one?
I'm gonna do the shoulder.
Half hand. You can do that one. Yeah, that's
yeah.
right.
Kevin, you don't do
Imagine that. Imagine like the guy just lifts up the girl. Like, are you not mad?
Like, personally, for me, like I'm not gonna really bug out because I'm cool. I'm just calm.
Yeah, lay
But
back.
It's
Yeah.
a thing where like, come on, just respect me a bit. I'm not saying you can't. You look like a bad bitch. Like you look nice. Like yeah, I rate it, but
That's it then.
But
Look
no.
yourself.
No.
Like you should be
That's
proud.
it.
Like your girl's a bad bitch. Step out, fam.
There's a difference between being a bad bitch and just dressing like a reckless human being.
Yeah.
So wait,
you get
describe this outfit because I'm quite intrigued. Describe the outfit because she's not gonna walk out in a
It's a
thong.
boring outfit.
That's some girls who do that though. If you go
there's
West
some
End,
girls that do
you
that.
see some people don't even. You can see their pants. Like, come on, what are you doing? Like,
So describe the outfit then. That is the outfit you saying.
You're
That.
gonna say to your
Okay, cool,
girl,
so-
don't wear that.
you put me on the spot.
And Kevin, I want
Exactly, because
I ain't involved. I ain't saying
you was in
that.
this conversation.
it doesn't exist. That's why.
No, but you can't.
It
It's
doesn't
subjective.
But
man.
also-
I know guys
okay,
that-
cool,
Now,
cool,
you know
cool.
in his head he's just thinking of a little bralette or something.
Yeah,
and
exactly,
some
like a
backline
little
shorts.
trench.
No, wait. No, but
bum-
also we
your bum
always
is
need to
hanging
take
out.
in.
If I have a bum, I have a bum.
Okay, no. But we need to take in.
Those same shorts,
We
put it
need
on
to
a flat-
we
on
need
a-
to remember
on a
that
flat
there's
bum,
there's.
You're gonna be fine by it.
Okay,
It's because of the shape that I am.
okay. Thank you. But we need to remember. But we need to remember that there's context of situations. Like if I'm taking you, for example, I don't know, to like let's say my parents here to meet like the family and that. I don't want you wearing like some short skirt,
That's
some.
what we're
Common
talking about.
sense.
No. I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. It's context because if you're going like, let's say, I know some men are gonna disagree. Like if you're going carny or something. In fact, actually, no, fuck that shit. If you're going to the beach, and you're wearing a bikini, there's nothing wrong with that because it suits the situation. You get what I'm saying? So it's all based on context of the situation. If you're going to a place where it's not
context of the
normal. It's
situation
not normal for you to
going
wear
out.
that. Then that shouldn't be something you are doing. Cool with the going out one. That's a sticky one because that's subjective, innit? It's based on what you feel comfortable wearing and what your partner feels comfortable you going out in as
Your
well.
partner shouldn't have that. Why is it?
Okay, cool, but there are also
say-
two sides to it because it can also stem from the fact that it might not be a problem with you. He might know that other guys are gonna see you and think that,
fine, but
okay,
have trust
yeah.
in
That's
me
in
that
their
I
control.
can
No,
take
wait,
it
but
and
wait,
make it
no, I know what you're trying to get at. No, my thing is that they'll see you'll be wearing, like, let's say you got a big bum and all of that, yeah. A guy will see that now, and a guy will want to now touch you.
Literally, like,
And that guy now want to
like,
touch you, and now it's this problem
Us
because
boys, we know what
because
we're
then
talking
let's say
about
you
sometimes,
slap him
like,
for touching
literally.
you, then now you gotta
And
call him
I'm
down
here
to
now,
come and fight this.
I'm
Do you get what I'm saying?
a
So like there's
head guy, I'm
other
gonna get my ass beat, like,
exactly
fuck,
there's
like.
there's other factors that stem
When you've got a
that
big
stems
bum,
from as well.
yeah.
You can't just put it down to the fact that the
When
guy's
you've got a
insecure.
big bum, nothing's gonna hide that you have a big bum.
Yes,
I'm
we
not
understand
even
You
that.
need to change your preferences, mate. If you
Nah.
can't handle
a bad
certain
bitch, don't
things.
get
It's not about a bad
It's
bitch.
as
It's
simple
about
as that.
dressing. It's not
It is
about
about
it's not
that.
about bad bitch.
But do you know
It's
what?
not about bad bitch because like. cool. You can dress nice. No one's saying that on Twitter, some girls dress nice, like you look bougie and whatnot. But just respect me, like when you're going out. I'm not saying I'm never ever gonna say I take off. You're not going anywhere. Like,
So it's about behaviour. It's about the behaviour in the clothes. It's not about no. Because if you're wearing a top with cleavage, and you're acting like like certain guys, they don't approach me when I'm out, but certain guys try to approach me when I'm out. But more time when I'm out, you get a certain type of person that will approach you that is on a different type of wave. Then it doesn't matter what you're wearing. Like I could be wearing the most skimpiest thing or the most covered up thing. I've been covered up and man's been like, what going on with me? Like I'm not even looking like.
Niggas are coming up to me like, yo, can I get your number? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter when you're like. It's just about your attitude because. You can read attitudes in it when like you're in different spaces. Innit?
Yeah.
I can see when someone doesn't want to be approached in it.
Yeah.
Some niggas will still approach you in it, but when you get to that, you're still gonna hear me say no.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what I'm wearing. So trust your girl, that your girl's only for you. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you're saying, but you need to stop saying it like blaming it as if it's a situation where the guy doesn't have a problem. With the wait, hold on. You're saying it as if the only time.
How men act, innit?
Yeah, exactly. Like we need to take that into consideration as well.
Touching my girl, like
exactly.
Out here will do that,
So why do we have to change for the sake of?
Okay, but we're not saying. Well, but that's why we have to take it into consideration. If you're walking down the alleyway, are you gonna decide to do that? You're not. You're gonna make a better decision based on the context. You're gonna be like, cool. If I'm going down there, I know what can potentially happen. So I'm gonna go take this road where there's lights. Where everyone can see, do you get what I'm saying? Like it's all about context of the situation. It's not ideal. Like that should never have to be something you have to worry about. But in the world we live in, there's sick individuals that are like that. That if they see you wearing a tight up dress and all of that, they're gonna want to now come and be touching you up and all of that. Even if you've already shut them down, they're gonna be like, you get what I'm saying? Like there's guys like that out there. So
you're doing it from a good perspective.
Yeah, like
there's
a perspective of we're trying to protect you.
Like
we're trying to protect. We're not trying to control you. We're trying to protect you from what's out there. Because if I'm not like, it's different. Yeah, like I mean, I've never been in a situation like when girls want to go out, they wear what the hell they want in it. That's not a problem. But let's say if I feel like it also depends as well. Because if a guy's going out with his girl, if he's there as well, I feel like they're kind of more elite because they're there, so they can be. If anything happens, they're there to protect their girl. But if they're not there, anything can happen. Do you get what I'm saying? So we need to remember, We need to remember, that it's also coming from a position of care and protection. It's not always just he's insecure, he doesn't trust you and all of that. Like I just feel like girls need to take that perspective on this topic as well. Like they need to realize that it's not always. Obviously, a lot of the time. I mean, I don't know how much of the time because I can't relate to this. But sometimes, you're right. The guy's controlling. The guy is insecure and all of that. But then sometimes the guy's just trying to look out for your own interest. Do you get what I'm saying? So. That's just what we need to remember.
When you're bumming, I'm not saying if you have a big bum, you have a big bum. But if it's just flapping, there's guys like go Peckham, there's guys who just touch you up. Like, come on, you don't want.
When I've been Carney, the things I've seen,
Carney, some girl said she's never going again.
That's why. That's even
you know what I mean? Like,
exactly. That's even based on things I've seen. I could never let my sister go Carney. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not because I don't trust. I trust my sister 100%. You get what I'm saying? But I've seen what guys are like. I've seen what they're on. Do you get what I'm saying? So I don't even want to put her in that scenario because if anything happens, I'm going to have to do a madness. Do you get what I'm saying? And I don't want to have to compromise myself because of a situation that could have easily been avoided. Yeah, it might be like, nah, man, fuck that. Because if anything happens, I'm going to be involved in that madness and I don't want to get myself in that situation. So it's better to just like avoid those situations than deal with it when it could have easily been avoided. Like prevention is better than cure, innit?
Sorry, but I was going to quickly play devil's advocate again and say you can be fully covered up and a man can still touch you.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like when you're out. So how do we just get past that whole?
We agree with you. But we need to remember that there's things that can increase the likeliness of certain circumstances arising.
But some people's minds are just wired like that anyway, so it will happen regardless.
No, but it won't. It's not all the time though. Like we're acting as if there's always sick every. Like I mean, there is. But at the same time, we need to remember, that the way you look says something about you. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, no matter what anyone says, the way you dress, even like that's hence why when you go to interview, you wear a suit. You might not ever wear a suit, but only for interviews you wear a suit because it says something about you.
Literally,
the way you dress says something about you. So you need to take that into context. So if that same girl with the big bum and big tits, that is in that's in whatever tight clothes and all that, getting approached by a man, if she was wearing something different, maybe she wouldn't. maybe she would as well, but maybe she would as well. So it's like it's give and taking it, but it might not be to the same extent. I mean, it definitely won't be to the same extent if she was wearing like provocative clothing or all of that. But me anyway, like personally, I don't even give a shit what my girl wears because I know my girl will expect me to wear whatever the hell she wants
I'm not
and
gonna G-check
wear
you and go in
something,
your house and
wear
take your clothes
something
in, like, nah, it's not that. You ain't got time for that.
acceptable. So I ain't got no issue on that.
Literally.
Yeah, no one.
But anyway, we gonna move on to
The actual scenario was
Rory went off.
in a relationship. Should there be a curfew?
I know.
How did we
We're
get
not
here?
even talking about
How did we
clothes.
get here?
There's no curfew. Like,
No
just
curfew.
Just
man.
be safe.
How did we get to clothing?
Yeah.
We went so deep in clothing, but
Because
hell no,
it
there
is-
should be
yeah,
no
yeah.
curfew.
Yeah,
fuck that
never.
shit, fuck that
I
Just
don't.
be careful.
Yeah.
You know, you
Communicate though. If you're out till late, like tell your partner, listen, babes,
There
I'm
should
gonna
just-
be
just
out,
be
blah
no
blah blah blah
curfew.
blah.
There should
But
be
then no curfew
at
though.
all,
But
ever.
communicate like you know what I'm saying. Like, oh, remember when did anyone see when Jay Hus like this time I'm gonna put like I need a girl that's gonna be able to be with me and like I can disappear for like 2 weeks without communicating.
Bro, I didn't know about that one still.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, and then
that's a
people
bit. That's a
were
bit.
going
I don't
mad.
really agree with
I
that. That's a
can't do
bit mad
that.
still,
I
but
can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Like you don't have to chat to your girl every minute of every day in it, but that 2 week thing is a bit mad. If you can be disloyal to your girl, you can be disloyal to your boys.
Boy, was your.
I think so.
Nah.
I think loyalty is just a characteristic. Like it's one. They can't be pick and choose how you're loyal.
I
I
heard
think
that.
it doesn't mean that right now you're gonna snake your boys, but down the line there will be a time where if the opportunity arises, you're gonna do it because if you can do that to your girl, you can do it to your. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, I heard. That's why I can't really argue with that. But
I can't even say anything.
yeah, like it
wanna
makes
say-
logical
I wanna-
sense.
Cause like I know certain guys like they might do a madness with the girls, but when it comes to the guys who they've been broke and low with,
Yeah.
you get they're not gonna move funny. But your point is kind of valid still.
Yeah, you got a valid point.
Yeah.
I think it's just that this is a case by case situation, and it just depends on the guy. Like, but at the same time, as well, like for example, a guy might get into a relationship, but he doesn't even have the intention of being loyal to you. So it wasn't even a sense that like he got in there. Then after he was compromised, like he didn't even have that intention. Whereas when you're like in a friendship, like you're there, like loyalty was there from day dot. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's basically like the foundations of that relationship also need to be questioned as well, because some guys get into a relationship like they know for a fact they're cheating, that it's like already given. They just need the opportunity. Do you get what I'm saying? Wow. So it depends. It's a case by case. Like I know guys here that cheat on their girls all the time, but when it comes to the man, then if I need them, I know they're gonna be there for me, regardless of the situation.
You never know with other. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's
Maybe
fair
your
enough
friends
as well.
Yeah, you just don't know with some people. You could be the most loyal to me, and you're not loyal to her. Do you know what I mean?
But I always look at those people sideways. I will never like trust
But
you
you don't
100%.
know. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes you don't.
Oh, yeah,
everyone's got
yeah.
different friendship
Yeah.
groups. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like sometimes your friendship group has a different perspective of you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like one friendship group would be like, okay, she's the friend that she's always partying. Like we go
Yeah.
to her when we want to party.
Yeah.
Other one, she's a friend that comforts me when I need to. And do you know what I mean? So sometimes you keep separate parts of your life private. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I could be snaking my friend, do you know what I mean? Then I come to you. It's probably because of the value that I see in you. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think it's more of the value that you put in your relationship, really, and then what you put into your friendship.
Is that another
It's
hour?
not an hour.
No, it is.
What?
Damn.
Oh, it's only 20 minutes on here.
Yeah. Anyway, cool. Let's get into our guests. So, as we previously we introduced them before, so we got the owner of Juggin Baby.
What are you telling me, man?
Cool. So we got some questions for you. Obviously, you know, right now is a time for black businesses. You know, empowering black businesses and all of that. So, as a black business owner, how do you feel about this new trend of promoting black businesses and putting money within black business?
I think it's good, but I'm kind of skeptical because how long is it gonna last? Like, yeah, because people are so quick. Like with delivery, say Nike mess up your order, okay, Nike. But if I was to mess up somebody's order, they're going to you're unprofessional. Do you get it? Like,
Yeah.
I take it on the chin. Like I need to get to Nike's level, so no one can give me that energy. Do you get? But,
Yeah.
whoa, I don't even know, man. To be honest.
How do you feel about, you know how they say, like, your friends will always ask for a discount as that? Or like black people, they just expect
No,
things to be
I
a
rate my
little
friends.
bit
My friendship
cheaper.
groups is hard still. They're hard still. They would buy my shit if I say, I'm releasing this. Even one of my boys, he was like, oh, when are you releasing this? He'll pay full price, like. But then you have them people you're acquaintance with, be like, discount, like, I'm not giving you a discount.
Yeah.
I'm not. I paid this
Fuck that
much
shit.
to make it. You're gonna buy it for this
Exactly,
price.
exactly. Like, we need to stop doing
I'm a
that.
small business, so I can't really, what do you call it? Just act and say, oh yeah, you're gonna buy it, and I need to earn your respect. You get, so you might see me on a Twitter feed or Insta feed and scroll past, but eventually you're gonna recognize me. I believe that.
Word.
So
Cool. What were you gonna say?
What can we expect from y'all?
Whoa. Just wait and see. I'm not even gonna say anything
Ooh.
because I'm basically going for a rebrand stage, and yeah, you're gonna wait and see. It's gonna be proper. I'll be real.
Cool. So as we know, like with clothing lines, like we're seeing a lot of that right now. So what advice would you give to someone wanting to start their clothing line?
Well, I didn't even notice this like by myself, but you're a nobody in the game. Don't think because you get like a few sales, you're nobody. I'm even a nobody now. I had to go back and think, like, research on your product and what it stands for, and people will fuck with you. Literally, you don't need to force anybody. Don't force anybody. Oh, buy my shit, buy my shit. People who like it will buy it and make sure it has a message. Because even me, I had to go back and think, wow, like, people won't buy my stuff and that. Even though people will say, oh, you're really good. Like, I come up to people have come to me and say, you're really good and that. But
When it comes down to
you know, yeah. Like, do you get? But now I've researched. I've watched some guy called Reese Wabara, owner of Mandovar. Like, he's serious. Like, he's proper.
I started following them as well. Yeah.
He like, he's teaching me a lot. Even though I didn't even know him, I just
Well,
watched
you
his
chat to
podcast.
him?
No.
Or like just watch it. Yeah.
He has a podcast with the owner of Gymshark, I think.
What's it called?
I'm not too sure, but you just type in his name and it'll come up. But
Cool.
yeah, man, he's proper, and your profits are not your money. Reinvest your profits.
Yeah.
And this money is not your money. I didn't learn this the first time. Like, I just splashed and I was thinking, yeah, I'm the guy. And then people asking me like, oh, bro, what's the tea? I'm thinking, oh shit, that man's black.
Yeah,
They got so tired to get a job and that, like, full money from the job to my brand and that. But this month is probably comeback month. Like, I need to be serious this month. By God's grace, I'll be proper.
Amen, man. Amen. Cool. So also another question is that in terms of clothing brands, how do you make your brand the forefront? Because obviously, like, I didn't even know you previous today, but I knew of your brand. So how do you essentially, how do you make your brand bigger than yourself so that it's not just it's not just associated to you as a person, but your brand becomes its own entity? Like, how do you ensure that happens?
Like, people, you get confused. Like, some people sell merch. Like, you're just selling quick money, but a brand is long term. I'm looking long term. Even though right now the pandemic has slowed everything down for me and I'm losing followers, I still have that goal in mind that eventually I'm gonna get there. Do you get? But people might think, there's this brand, there's that brand, but I'm just focused on what I'm doing. I don't really care what he's doing. I don't care what he's doing. I don't know how much money he has.
So being unique,
like literally, like, if he has Dior's on, cool, he has Dior's, I'll get there eventually. Like, but people need to stop thinking it's like we all want immediate gratification. We all want it now, but nobody really wants to wait. Like, even me, I really wanted what do you call it? Like, I'm gonna get bare followers. I want to be this and that, but life hits you fast, boy. Life
comes at you fast.
But yeah, man, just continue pushing and keep educated. Read, watch videos. I know your product. I know what you stand for, literally, in your brand.
I think people need to kind of understand that everyone's race is different as well. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Literally.
just because your friend got there in 5 minutes doesn't mean you're going to get there in 5 minutes. And that doesn't mean you turn on your friend. Just stay in your lane, focus on yourself, and you'll get there eventually. Like, just don't base your success off of someone else's. Don't try to lead someone else's life or follow in their footsteps, because it's always going to be different. Everyone's different. Everyone becomes successful for a different reason. But yeah.
Because like on Twitter, my boy just retweeted it, and I'm just bait shouted me at like 12 o'clock. I was even shocked. He shouted me, he's like, how much your thing? I told him the price. Same day he bought like 3 off me. Right. So like, boy, like, just market yourself properly. I'm not saying I've looked back and be like, I'm a nobody right now. That's what I think. Like, I'm a nobody. I'm the worst brand. I'm not saying I'm the worst brand, but that's my mentality.
That's how you have
I'm
to
the worst
look
brand
at
in
it.
the world. But what can you do to change that? So my mentality has changed since the quarantine has started. Like, and another thing is people have like priorities. They need to get it straight, because you can't just be like, you want to own a brand one day and it's good, and then another day is just like, I'm quitting. Like, you got bad, good, continue pushing, and eventually you'll get to where you want to get to. That's with anything anyway.
So also because as we know, in like business, marketing is essential. So like, what type of strategies have you used to ensure
To be
that?
honest, and I'm gonna be brutally honest, like, I kind of lacked my marketing. Even though my product I think was really good and it looked good on people have shouted me, As you can tell, I'll finish this
Yeah, that shit empty
I got a
still.
bit peckish, you know what I mean? Obviously, yeah. How do I explain it? Like, what were we saying? I'm off topic.
Marketing, like how have you,
marketing.
yeah.
Well, know your product, and influencers are good to a certain extent. You get like, cause cool, you could pay somebody to wear your stuff, but they don't really care about your product. They'll wear it once, take a picture, and probably delete it. But no one will remember, because every influencer gets many top shoes and that. You need to like focus on people who buy from you. That's your main priority. Focus on people who buy from you, and then they'll stick around. Like, it's all about retention of your customers.
So have you ever used like an influencer to promote your brand?
Yeah, but
Oh, what, they didn't?
well, that's another story for another
Fam,
day.
draw them out, man.
Nah, man. It's a calm,
But I've been seeing that a lot on the timeline, you know, like these influencers here that be
get
taking
offended
products
when they
from businesses.
But I don't blame them, because like people need to know what they stand for. Stop trying to get someone famous.
No, but they're still
Some
wrong for that though.
people-
They're still wrong for
They are
that.
wrong.
No,
I'll
but
be
some
real.
people are sending the influencer their product and they're not paying them. They just send it to them. And
But you should
expecting them
in a DM.
You need to
should get it
clarify.
straight.
Yeah,
Get it
you need to
straight, say,
clarify
boom,
what the
this is my
purpose of
price.
this is.
I'll take your product, I'll wear it, I'll take a picture, I might wear the picture for 2 days and delete it. But for me, personally, I need to focus on getting my customer base back on and being professional, because people really want to draw you out on. I'm not saying I've never been drawn out, because people. I'm just a normal guy, but people, if you're not professional, people will be like, oh, like.
Yeah, they're looking for.
do-
They're just waiting
They're
for you to make a
They're waiting for you
mistake.
to slip up, like,
Yeah.
why is it coming this messy thing? But these times, my Nike parcel came in like a. Like, you know,
Brack down
some
cardboard box
garbage
and that
bag thing,
thing.
like, but it's
Not a
Nike.
garbage bag.
No, but you know them.
Yeah, like them like I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
That you just rip it open easily and it's
literally,
just.
it didn't have no packaging. It didn't say thank you for anything, but I know a couple brands that
Didn't say
they
thank
put
you.
hard. Like, they didn't say thank you for, like, come on, bro. Like,
No
I
manners,
know
no
literally,
manners.
I know guys like who put the heart and soul into their brand, and people don't see it for what it is. Like, people just think, oh, it's cheap. Like, price is there for a reason. Like, if I think if my top is 25, I think it's 25 due to this reason. I'm not gonna overprice it, because I even cut down my price, because I'm thinking I'm a nobody in the game. Literally, I'm a nobody. So maybe when I get up there in a year's time from now, I can be like, okay, cool, 25, 30 on a hoodie. What, I've cut it down to 40 to 50. Yeah, because it was a Virgil. My hoodie was a Virgil, but I cut it down. I need to be more realistic. Like, do you get it?
Yeah, like you just need to adapt in business. That's one thing I've learned as well. Like you can't have pride.
Oh, you can't have
You
pride.
can't have pride in business, because like you're trying to make sales in it. So, but at the same time, doesn't mean that you should now. You need to recognize your value as well. Like if someone's trying to, as you said, like trying to ask for a discount, you need to understand. No, my product is worth this much. Like if you're not trying to come here, then we can't do business together. So, but that's the thing. Like the disparity, learning between when you're letting your pride get ahead of you, or when you're actually just sticking to your values. So like that's what the hard thing is in business and entrepreneurship that I've noticed. But yeah, man, big you up though, like, cause I didn't really knew about Jigabee. Like I thought Jigabee was some bit like I thought you probably like some 20 euro or something and all like that. Yeah, oh, some big guy like.
We started in year 11.
Is it?
Yeah, I started in year 11.
That's hard.
It was the first design that whoever bought it shouts you, because if it was me, well.
Stick around,
well, shouts my boys, man. They pushed it still, but now it's about just being professional. And by these last 6 months haven't been the greatest, but by God's grace, by December, I can look back on this and be like, yeah, like.
Amen,
done
amen,
it
man.
still.
I mean,
just looking back at this video, when you do stuff like this, yeah, and you look back at yourself, it's just
it's motivation.
growth.
Well, I mean, if you need any models, then you know.
We're talking about this behind the scenes.
Call me nigga.
Behind the scenes.
Alright, cool. So now we're gonna get on to a mirror. So just give the listeners
Low down,
idea of what you do.
girl?
Okay, so I'm a presenter and a broadcasting assistant at Represent Radio.
Bow.
Currently I'm producing Samuel Ennie's radio show.
Large up, Samuel.
So yeah,
Name like
yeah.
that, but
It's been fun. Like I've gone through a whole process of training. Then I had a show. I had my own radio slot on Christmas Day. Yeah. And I had an interview with an artist called K-Lav, and he's really good. But it's really nice when like people want to help you and stuff like that. And I really love I love what you guys are doing. Like I love excellence. Like I know like it sounds, I just kind of feel like yeah, like I love it. Like everything else is all good, but as a community, I love seeing creatives doing well. So yeah, so I love what I do.
Cool.
Yeah.
So how did you get into how did you even get the opportunity actually?
I sent an email. So about 2 years ago, I decided that I wanted to get into presenting, and I really loved radio. So my mum made me do a course, and it was like £15, and it was in Camden at the Roundhouse, and then I just went in and they taught us how to use like a radio desk and all of that stuff, and I was like, yeah, like I want to be a presenter, like this is what I want to do. And because forever my mind has never been made up about what I wanted to be. I used to want to be a singer, I used to want to do this, do that, bare things, but do you know what, I never really wanted to do anything to do with like being like a teacher or a doctor or a nurse. I knew I was creative and I wanted to work in the media industry, so
Want to make $1 million?
I just emailed. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I just shot them an email, and then they provided me with the training that I needed to become a presenter with, and I'm on my way to getting there. But this is the point that I'm at now, which is producing.
So exactly what do you do? Like, so when you get in to represent that, like what exactly consists of your day? Like, what do you do?
Stupid corona. So basically, coronavirus. Yeah. So basically, I had a meeting before this all happened, which told me that I was going to be in the role that I am. But so far, I've been working from home. Okay. But when I was training, I was actually in the studio a lot more. You know, I was training for about 4 or 5 months. Yeah, 4 or 5 months. But so far I've been working from home, but it's just a lot of emails. Like, guys, like I'm a proper email person now. I've even got like a handle at the end that says Amira Girl, producer, represent radio, and I'm like, it feels so professional. So I've just been sending a lot of emails and organising a show every week, and yeah, just assisting the show for now. And at the same time, I'm trying to develop myself into presenting, because I don't want to fall behind within building myself as a person and falling into just producing someone else's show when I need to be pushing myself to get to where I need to get.
So would you say that you're more of a behind the scenes person or up front?
I always say that I'm both, because I do like to talk and I like to have my own spotlight. Like, I like to put things in so someone else can relay it or give someone else the knowledge and research, but at the same time, like, I'm gonna be the face, like, of things. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
So where do you see yourself, or where do you want to see yourself in the next 5 years? So.
Well.
Bit in our age and that, you know. It's really in our market, like.
No, everyone knows. Everyone always asks. It's so annoying. But yeah. So yeah. When I'm I would like to have produced a TV show.
Manifest it.
Yeah, trust me, manifesting. Exactly. Once you know about manifesting,
look back on this and be like, yeah, boy.
Yeah. And I want to be presenting something by then, whether it's a award show, a little series, or a documentary. And yeah, I want to have my show and represent by then. Come on. Come on, represent. But yeah, I want to have a show by then. And yeah, production company maybe, and I just want to employ some young people and get them into being creative, because it is hard and it takes a lot of motivation.
So what
a lot of setbacks.
So what advice would you give to someone wanting to get into the position that you're in right now?
I would say you have nothing to lose. Literally. Like, sending an email, you have nothing to lose. Like, if my mum never told me, like, here's how you compose an email, you write about yourself, you know, you tell them what you want to be in the future, like, and you have nothing to lose. If they don't reply, so what? Like, email another person. Like, just write it out and just send it to as many people as you can, and someone will get back to you and someone will want to help you. So don't stop if someone says no, because you get rejection a lot in this industry.
Don't be scared of rejection.
Yeah. So that's my thing. Keep motivated.
Well, you heard it here first from Amira.
Well, this has been great, guys.
It's hot in here, boy.
Yeah, for real, man.
Yeah, it's got hot.
We're dying in here.
Baking.
Anyway,
AC.
Is it?
Yeah.
Huh?
They got AC.
Wow.
They got AC.
I don't even know how to make it
work.
Word.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
we're both dying.
Thanks y'all for watching.
Thanks for having me
with us, and thanks to our guests for coming.
Yeah.
Thank
These
you.
bitches ain't getting paid.
We ain't
Really?
there yet, but
You never
give
told
us
me that.
give us time.
I'm joking.
But yeah, so catch us back here.
Yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify, make sure to follow Apple Podcast, all of that.
All of that.
Yeah,
Just
send
watch
it to your
out.
friends and just watch out for more content. You know, support a black-owned podcast. You know, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, man, that's it for today.
We the streets.
Podcast, and we out.
Oh, made this one, you know.
Got to work from 8, so it's probably live. That zero got dark, so it's probably mine. Shooting all them jiggers, so why she wanna blow up my line? Sure, they she upset cause I don't give her no time, but I think the buyer, hella mileage on a tire.